Hello pattern lovers, welcome to OJ Patterns. Today we'll be working on shirt sleeve using the metric pattern, which is Winifred, Aldrich. So the required measurements we need our sleeve length. So using the textbook, the sleeve length is 58.5 cm, and we also need the cuff size. So what measurements you need your sleeve length and you need your cuff size. That's aside your shirt pattern, because there are some, aside your basic shirt block, because there are some measurements you need to get from there. So this is 21.5 cm. Okay, so this is the measurements we need. Moving on, the sleeve, the step says square down from 0. So the first thing we want to do is like just create like a top line and then get a midline across it. So we have to decide your width, but for now we don't know the width. So the first thing is that we need to square down from 0. So we need to create like a top line at the top and then get a midline across it. So that's what I'll be doing next, squaring it out. So we'll just get the midline across what I have. Okay, this is straight line. So try and ensure your lines are straight. Neatly done. So this becomes a 0. So we've gotten our 0. Now moving on, 0 to 1 says 1/4 arm sky measurement. So we're trying to get 0.1 after we've gotten 0.0. So it says 1/4 arm sky measurement. So for that 1/4 arm sky square across, for that we'll need a shirt block in order to measure it. So you get your shirt block and you measure the arm sky. So it says 1/4 arm sky. So the first thing we want to do is measure the curve. That's from this 16, you measure flowing 27 to 23. So we'll measure this curve and then we'll divide the measurement by 4. That's what we're doing. So you measure your arm sky. Please ensure you place your tape very well. Placement of tape is very important, so you don't take excess. So whatever measurements you get, you divide it by 4. So I'll divide the measurements by 4. Okay, so whatever measurements you get, apply the measurement from 0 downwards. So whatever measurements you get after measuring your arm sky, you divide it by 4 and then you apply it. So like when I measured mine and after dividing it by 4, I have 6.625. So that's what I'll just mark here. This is my 0.1 and it says square across. So you just need to ensure you have a straight line or you use your set square to get a perfect. So this is 0.1. We have 0 and we have 1 square across. Next step is 0 to 2 is sleeve length minus cuff depth plus 2 cm. So for the standard measurement, your cuff is it falls between 6 to 8 cm. So 6 is like the basic, and if you want it really like you want it a bit bigger, you use 8, either 7 or 8. So it works between 6 to 8 cm. So I'll be working with 6. So it says sleeve length, which is 58.5 minus cuff depth. So let's work with 6. So what we'll be doing is 58.5 minus 6. minus 6. So that's 52.5. Then it says plus 2 cm is. So that will give us 54.5. So that's what our sleeve length would be. Our sleeve length is standard measurement is 58.5. Then it says minus 6. After doing that, you add 2 cm to it for ease. That will be 54.5. So that's what we'll measure from 0 downwards, 54.5. That's what you measure downwards. So don't forget, I'm using like a smaller version, so my measurement will just be 5 bit. So, but when you're measuring, you just work with, and then you square across. So this is 0.2. So we have 0, 1, 2. Moving on, 1 to 3 is half the measurement 1 to 2. So we're trying to get 0.3. So half the measurement 1 to 2 square across. So you measure what you have 1 to 2 and divide it by 2. So we'll get the midpoint between 1 and 2 and we'll divide it by 2. So whatever your measurement is, when you measure 1 to 2, you divide it by 2 and square across. So that becomes 0.3. Okay, so we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Next, 0 to 4 is half arm sky measurement squared down to 5. So 0 to 4 is half arm sky measurement. So the first thing we want to do is get our arm sky measurement and then we divide it by 2. So that arm sky measurement that we've taken and written out, we divide it by 2. After dividing your arm sky, whatever figure you have, that's what we would measure down here. So we have 0 to 4. So it's going from 0 slant, wherever the measurement touches on 0.1 line. So we'll bring it here. Wherever the measurement touches here. So this is a 0.4. So we'll just connect with ruler. So this is 4, and it says square down to 5. So after getting 4, I'll just check what I have 1 to 4 here and bring the same measurement down. I'll just bring it down here. So square down. You can actually use your shortcut to just do this. So this is 0.5 on the sleeve length. So this is 0.5. Next, 0 to 6 is half arm sky measurement. So the same measurement we have here, we'll bring it here for 0 to 6. Half arm sky. So we'll just bring out the same measurement here. Wherever the measurement touches on 0.1 line, become a so wherever the measurement touches here, this is our 0.6. So connect it, and it says square down to 7. So I just same width and then connect. Okay, this becomes 7. So we have all our points written out. Moving on, divide 0 to 4 into 4 sections. So divide 0 to 4. So this is 0 and this is 4. We'll divide this measurement that we took here into 4. So you divide this measurement by 4 and mark. So that way and mark. So divided it into 4. Same thing, we'll divide 0 to 6 into 4. So we're using the same measurement here and here. Please don't forget whatever measurements you get, whatever measurements you have from here to here, you divide it by 4 and then mark. So whatever we have here is exactly what we have here. So we just use the same measurement here and mark. And then we would label each point that we've marked so far. This is 8, 9, 10. This is 8 here. This is 8, 9, 10. And then we have 11, 12, and 13. So we'll have to label it that way. Okay. Next step, 8 to 0. Raise the curve by 1 cm. 8 to 0. Raise the curve by 1 cm at 9. 1.75 at 10. Raise the curve at 11 by 1 cm. So we'll just be doing it step by step. So it says raise the curve 1 cm at 9. So you look for your point 9 and you go up. It says raise the curve by 1 cm. So this is it. You mark it down. Let me bring it close. So at point 9, raise it by 1 cm. It says. Next, 1.75 at 10. So we have 1 cm here at 9. So at point 10, we raise it by 1.75. So 1.75. So this is 1.75. Would mark at point 10. Okay. 1.75 at 10. Okay, it says raise the curve at 11 by 1 cm. So we have, this is 11. We'll go up by 1 cm again here. This is it. Next, follow the curve at 1 cm on 13. So follow the curve at 13 by 1 cm. So we'll go to 13 and we'll follow it down. So we're bringing it down by 1 cm and then we'll mark. Okay. Now we'll connect. Now connecting it, we'll connect 0 passing through the point 10, point 9, and then touches 8. So want to set your curve. Place it in a way that it would sit. So you have to keep. You can also do it in braids, but make sure it flows at the end of the day. Let me use color pen here. So you want to ensure it flows and it's sitting right. So make sure your curve is sitting. So as you can see, in a something like this, in bit, it's flowing from 0. Now this from 9 has to go through to 8, but make sure it flows. So we want to keep setting this in our curve perfectly. Okay, and now flip. So between 8 to 4 is not going down, so but you just need to connect it. Okay, we're done with the first sleeve head. Next, to go over the side, we have to flip the curve, connect 0 to pass through the 1 cm at 11, and then go through to 12. So it needs to go this way to touch 12. So 0, 1 cm at 11, and then touches 12. So you want to keep setting the curve very well. Right there. Next, you flip the curve. It goes from 12 and then 1 cm below 13 to 6. Okay, here we have it, the crown properly drawn. Next, moving on, 5 to 14. 5 to 14 is 1/4 the measurement 2 to 5. So we're trying to get 14. So this is our 5. That's on the sleeve length. This is our 5. This is 2. So it says 5 to 14 is 1/4 the measurement 2 to 5. So we want to measure what we have between 5 and 2 and then divide it by 4. So we'll check what we have divided by 4 and then we'll mark. Now this is 14. 5 to 14, 1/4 the measurement 2 to 5. So we'll measure what we have, 5 to 2, divide it by 4, and then we'll mark from 5. Here, this is it. Next, join. Oh, it says 1/4 the measurement 2 to 5 minus 0.5, please. So by the time we measure 5 to 2, we divide it by 4 minus 0.5, and then we'll mark. So next, join 4 to 14. We join 4 to 14. So this is 0.4 and this is 14, the newly marked line. So we join 4 to 14 together. Okay. Moving on. 7 to 15 is 1/4 the measurement 2 to 7. So the same thing we did here, 1/4 the measurement 2 to 7 minus 0.5. So measure what we have 7 to 2 minus, we measure what we have 7 to 2, divide it by 4, and then remove 0.5 from it. So whatever measurements we get, would mark. So this is 0.15. So 7, 15. And next, join 6 to 15. So this is our 0.6 here. Join 6 to 15 and connect. Okay. Next, mark 0.16, 17 on the line from 3. Mark 0.16, 17 on the line from 3. So this will be 16 and this will be 17. That's where our line that we just shaped, where the shaped line passes through on 0.3. So this line and this. So this will be 16 and this will be 17. So this is 0.16 and this will be 0.17. Okay. Moving on. 14 to 18 is 1 cm. 14 to 18 is 1 cm. So we would mark from 14 1 cm inwards. On point 14 we'll go 1 cm inwards and mark. So this is 0.18. Next, join 16 to 18 with a curve. So after we mark the 1 cm from point 14 inwards, we join 16 to 18 with a curve. So you use the not so curvy part of your French curve and connect. Okay. Next step, 15 to 19 is 1 cm. So come here, take in same 1 cm. 15 to 19 is 1 cm, and this is 0.19. Next, join 17 to 19 with a curve. So I would make my curve and use. Okay. Okay, 20 is midway between 2 and 18. 20, so we're trying to get 0.20, midway between 2 and 18. So this is 2 and 18. You measure what you have from 2 to 18 and get the midpoint and mark. So this is point 20, and it says square up to 21. So you want to use your set square, or just measure what you have, and so measure to touch that point 3 line, and this will become 21. Okay, square up to 21. Next step, 21 to 22 is 1/3 the measurement. 21 to 22 is 1/3 the measurement 20 to 21. So what we're doing is divide the measurement 20 to 21 by 3. So I'll just measure what we have 20 to 21 and divide it by 3. So that's what 1/3 means. So whatever you have 20 to 21, you measure and divide by 3. Then mark. You mark it from 21 down, because what we're trying to get is 21 to 22. So mark it from here, whatever measurement you after dividing it by 3. So this is 22. Okay. Moving on. 20 to 23. 20 to 23 is 0.75. 20 to 23 is 0.75. This is 20. So we'll measure 0.75 downwards and mark 0.75, and this is 23. 20 to 23 is 0.75. Join 18 to 2 with a curve. So we're going to connect 18 passing through 23. From point 2 passing through 23. To 18. So I'm going to show you place a curve error so it doesn't look tacky. So this is it. Passing through that 23 measurement. Okay. So next what we need to do now is construct our curve. So we've done the basic shirts. So for the curve, I'll just construct the curve down here. For the curve, construct shape curve. Length equals curve size plus 2 cm. So we already have our curve size, which is 21.5. So that's what we'll do first. 21.5 plus 2 cm. So our first little draw. Let me just draw out the margin here. So our curve size is 21.5. You add 2 cm to it. The 2 cm, it would give us 23.5. So that's what we'll measure, 23.5. So don't forget I'm using half. So I'll just work with. So you want to square out a straight line, please, but I want to stop it at the 23.5. Okay. Next, curve depth is approximately 7 cm. So you work within 6 or 7. So you work within 6 or 7 for the curve depth. So you can use 6, you can use 7. So I'll just work with half of this measurement for my curve depth. Okay. Next, mark buttonhole. Draw curves at lower edge. So this is the curve, and next we need to just curve it slightly at the lower edge. Just want to curve the bottom so it doesn't come out squared like. Okay, so this is the bottom of the cuff. So we have our shirt sleeve done completely. So here to here is our cuff size. I'm just gonna write this out so we'll know. And then this is the cuff depth. Here to here is cuff depth. And that's the cuff. So we're done with the basic sleeve. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.